absolutely irreplaceable. The perfect marriage of sensational craftsmanship and fantastic locality. I mean, have you all experienced walking around the corner to that brand new shopping complex? Okay, there's only seven businesses in total, but look what you've got. You've got a fruit and veg, a butcher, a newsagent, a post office. We won't bring up the liquor store. But even the 7-day, 24 hours a day convenience store, which is there for your convenience. And isn't that just convenient? And all situated, still just a stone's throw from Adelaide's premier beaches, just a short stroll from schools and transport, and still within a brisk constitution of Adelaide CBD. Ladies and gentlemen, it just doesn't get any better. Well, buyers, good luck with your bidding. I'm in your hands now. Looking for an opening bid or offer to start me away.
$800,000.
$800,000. Welcome to the bidding. At $800,000, looking for a $100,000 rise from there. At $800,000, it's in your hand. The bid's clearly in front. At $800,000. Are we all done? All quiet. The bid's clearly here, looking for a 50 in time now, if you like. At $800,000. At $800,000 now, yes sir, 850. 850, thank you sir. At $850,000, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to join in at the back. At 850 is a bid, clearly with you sir. At $850,000 is back against you, madam. Can I say 900? At $850,000, are we all done? 900, thank you. Is that, confirm that bid please?
Yes.
$900,000, thank you. At $900,000 is back against you sir, may I say 950? At 950 the bid. Taking 50s at this stage, sir, but I'll certainly come back to you in a minute. At $900,000. At $900,000 now, ladies and gentlemen, don't let this side of the room have it. 950, thank you, sir. At $950,000. 25. On 50s at the moment, but I'll certainly come back to you in a moment. At $950,000 the bid. At $950,000 the bid, first call. Second call. Third, take your 25 now if you like. 975?
975.
975, thank you. At 975, do you want to round me up to $1 million, sir? Taking 25s in time now at $975,000. At $975,000, $1 million, he says. It's back against you, madam, $1,025,000.
10,000.
10,000. Taking 25s at this time. We'll come back to you in a moment. At $1 million now. At $1 million now. At $1 million now, the bid. At $1 million, sorry, it's $1,025,000. At $1,025,000 now, the bid. At $1,025,000 now, are we all done? All quiet. At $1,025,000, first call. Second call.
What's the bid at the moment, sir?
The bid's clearly here with you, sir, at $1,025,000. The bid's with you. I'll take your 10 now, madam, if you like. At $1,025,000. At $1,035,000. At $1,035,000 now.
50.
50. At a $50,000 bid,
yes,
sir. At $1,085,000. At $1,085,000 now. I'll take a 10 now, if you like. At $1,085,000. At $1,085,000 now. First. $1,095,000. At 95's the call. At 95's the call now.
1.1.
1.1. At 1.1 he says. At 1.1 the bid. At 1.1 the bid. And I'm taking 10s in time.
Stop! God is great! Look, save the church!
Certainly I wouldn't suggest...
Mr. Auctioneer, please, have you made these good people aware of the significance of this property?
Just one moment, sir. Sir, I wouldn't try and yell over me. If you ever notice, I do have a microphone on. Certainly, look, if you'd like to, sir, it's probably an inappropriate time. If you'd like to come forward and speak to me after the auction, I'm more than happy to consider you.
They say no, reverse park the ark.
Sir, put up your hand, have a bid, buy the property. I'd be more than happy to sell it to you.
I'm not happy with you, sir.
That's okay,
You'll hear from me.
I got a lot of people who don't like me. That's okay. At $1,100,000. The bid's clearly here, taking 10s in time. At $1,100,000.
10.
At 10 and 110. At 1.1 and 10 now. At 1.1 and 10 and 20. At 20's the call. At 20's the call now. 30. 30 now. At 30's the call. 40, sir. 40 now. At 30's the call. At 1.1 and 30. At $1,130,000. Are we all done? 40. At 40's the call. At $1,140,000. 50. 50 now. 60, sir. 60. 60, why not, he says. 70. 80. 70's a bid at $1,180,000. 90. 90 now. At 90's the call. At 1,100,000. At 1.2. At 1,200,010. At 10's the call. 1.2 and 10 and 20. At 20's the call. At 20's the call. 30, sir. 30 now. At 30, 40. 40 now. 40's the bid. At 40's the bid now. 1.2 and 40. It's against you, sir. I've got another phone here if you need it. Don't leave me now. At 1.2 and 30's the bid. 40. 40 now. At 40's the call. 50. 50. 50's the call at $1,250,000. At $1,250,000. First call. Second call.
Have you reached the reserve price?
Is that a bid, sir?
Have you reached the reserve price yet? You're selling.
No, not as yet, sir, but certainly I won't be announcing it when we do. At $1,250,000. The bid's clearly in front.
1.3.
1.3, sir. Welcome to the bidding. At $1.3 million he wants the church, then you can do whatever you like with that. I like to see. At $1,300,000, still on 10s in time if you like. At 1.3 and 10. At 1.3 and 10 now, sir. Back against you. 20 more, the keys are with you. At 20. At 1.3 and 20. 3 in, all in. At 20's a bid and 30. At $1,330,000. 40, sir. 40, sir. Don't go quiet on me now, sir. You've had a lot to say. Please. At $1,330,000.
Mr. Auctioneer, I've got a bit of a problem. My phone's gone flat and I
want to borrow
can't
mine, sir?
take instructions yet.
Actually, if you just want to come forward, you're more than happy to get it off my PA. I'm more than happy to help you out there.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at 1.3 and 30. At 1.3 and 30 now, the bid's clearly, it's out here. At $1,330,000 first call. 40. The bid's actually with you, sir. That's right, we'll take 40.
50.
At $1,340,000.
50.
50. 50 now. At 50's the call. 1.3 and 50. At $1,350,000. Are we all done? All quiet. At $1,350,000 first call. 5. 55. Why not? 55 now. Take 5s in time. At 55's the call. At 55 now. At $1,355,000. Are we all done? All quiet. At $1,355,000. 156. 56 now. 56 now. Take 1s in time if you like.
60.
60
70.
says. 60, 70. 70's the bid. At 1.3 and 70. At 70's the bid. One more, you've got the keys back. 71 should be you the punch, but you can say 72.
Two.
72 and 3. The bid's here now. Is that 3, sir? Just confirm that. 73, sir.
72, sir.
72's here. At 72's the bid.
73.
73 now. 74. For the bid. For the bid now. Do you want to make it 5? At for the bid at 74 now. First call. Second call. Third and final call. Quick 500 if you like before we go.
500.
574 and a half. At 74 and a half now. At 74 and a half at $1,374,500. Don't leave me now. Why wouldn't you want to live here? Even God wanted to live here. At $1,374,500 first call. Second call. Third and final call. Last chance. You're definitely out, sir. My batteries definitely didn't go flat on you. 74 and a half now at $1,374,500. We all done. Definitely out. First, second, third call at $1,374,500. We're selling. We're going. We're going. Go on, congratulations, sir, and well bought. Well, ladies and gentlemen,